What's up, world? Welcome to another installment of the Quiet Punch series. Once again, I'm your host, your instructor, Rich Story Robinson, back with another one for you and yours. Thank you again for tuning in here this Tuesday, or if you're watching on demand, I appreciate your time once more. We're going to go for 6 3-minute rounds with a 30-second active recovery in between each round. I'm going to get you going in a second. We're going to get a good sweat going. I'm going to work a little bit of pivoting today. Take your hands off a little bit. So the footwork you won't be able to see, but you'll still see the shift in the hips, and you'll be able to pay attention to that, follow along at home. If it's your first time running with us, it might seem a little advanced, but really it's still pretty rudimentary. Still just getting your sweat going, get you moving. So I adjust this just quickly. So we're going for 6 3-minute rounds with a 30-second active recovery here in between each round. Let me just adjust my clock. You don't have to worry about yours. You can follow along with us. You should have some pair of gloves on, hand wraps, speed wraps, MMA gloves, whatever you need to protect your hands from the irritation of the bag. All right, here we go. All right. With that being said, let's hop into it. May do a bit of stance switching today as well, just a little bit. So I'm going to start on my orthodox right-handed stance. You can follow along with me. If you're a lefty, you can start your traditional stance, but at some point we're likely to switch it up today. So with that being said, I'm going to throw the remote down, hop on over here, throw in front of my back. Since I'm right-handed, going to start with my left leg in front. My right leg steps back, steps over to the right side, elbows in, chin stays down, hands stay high. As always, we're going to start with that jab. That's the first punch you learn. If you master no other punch, you want to keep that one going. Now as you snap the jab out, extend the arm fully, turn the palm over. Make sure you really rotate the wrist, pronate the wrist rather, and make sure you land with the first 2 knuckles on that shot. Turn it over, bring it back to the chin, turn it out and bring it back, turn it out, bring it back. Just pop it out, bring it back, pop it out, bring it back. Keep that elbow tucked in. Don't let the elbow flare up, then shoot out. Keep it right here, throw it out, bring it right back. Now you incorporate a little bit of head movement, get your head off to the side. So you throw that jab out, so off to the side. You see it right here, I'm in center. Everything's lined up on my center line. A little bit off the center line. When that jab snaps out, just a little bit off. And if you're not going to drop your head off, just slightly, keep that right hand up or keep the opposite hand up. You can practice wiping the nose a little bit, bringing the hand across. Because you want to protect, even when we're mining and it was just us working, you want to keep in mind that other folks can shoot as well. Other hands can move. You're not the only one that can punch, so with that in mind, just move that on out. So right now we're going to work the jab while sliding the opposite hand over. So right now I'm in my orthodox right-handed stance. I'm popping the jab and sliding my right hand over just slightly, just slightly, just slightly, just slightly. So I'm off to the side, yes. But I'm also sliding my right hand over just a little bit. Stop the punch if it was coming, stop the punch if it was coming. If I was the lefty in my southpaw stance, the jab would pop and the left hand would slide over just slightly. Get moving. For those who have a little bit more stationary head movement, you want to make sure that hand stays on the guard, moves around a little bit. If you're a little free with your head, you still can slide the hand over, but you'll be off the line just a little bit more. Keep popping that jab out. Turn it to a double jab in 3, 2, 1, 2 jabs. Keep the feet as wide as the shoulders, elbows in tight. Now you notice right now, if you can see it from there, my hand isn't coming right back to the chin. I'm adapting my style a little bit. I like to play with it. So you can be here in a high guard where you want to start with, especially if it's your first time, stay in a high guard. Let that jab work. If you're a bit more advanced, a bit more intermediate even, you can start in the high guard, then move a little bit more to dropping the lead hand a little bit lower. It's a little more advanced, but you can practice that as well. Popping the jab out and make sure the opposite hand again stays up high. Keep the chin tucked in. More than one guard style. So yes, the hand's coming back low, but the chin stays down. The opposite hand stays up. I can still tuck my chin in, roll with the shoulder, keep the hand up. Can still stop that opposite shot from coming back. We're just working the jab for this round. 2 more. 1 more time. Good. So on over here, let's keep it nice and easy. Once you start off, get some high knees. Knees elevate above the waist. Let the arms swing back and forth. Just make sure you breathe in through the nose, out with control. 20 seconds on that clock. Knees stay elevated. Let the arms swing back and forth. Continue to breathe. Keep the core engaged. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pop over back to it. Start it off here. Let's go for that double jab, follow with the right hand now. So it's the double jab, follow with the cross rather. If I was the lefty, it'd still be that double jab, follow with the cross. When you throw the cross, make sure you really turn through the back foot. You can't see it here on this camera, but the heel wants to come off the ground. You want to turn through the hip, extend the arm out, bring the hand back where it started at. Now, I was just talking about different guard stances. And as always, as I work, continue to work through. So right now, you should be double jab, followed by the cross. Should be pop, pop, followed by the cross. Snap, snap, followed by the cross. Again, turn through the hip. And you can't see the feet, but you can see the twist through the hips. You can see the pivot, where it's that double jab, cross. You can see I'm fully turning through when I let that right hand go, my right hand. Again, if you're a lefty, it'd be your left. But the point is, as I'm letting that jab go, I can jab, jab, cross, and I can return to that low guard if I wanted to. Be mindful though, even though the left hand or the lead hand may drop a little bit lower, the rear hand never does, no matter what. I may play with styles where I go high guard, low guard, more of a shoulder guard type style, shoulder roll. Whenever that occurs though, the right hand or the rear hand always stays up. So keep popping that double jab cross there. Good. You'll hear me breathe out as I work. 2 more. 1 more. Let's play with stances a little bit now. So we're gonna double jab, double jab. So we're gonna jab, jab. When I go to throw the cross, I'm gonna step in actually and switch stances. So let the rear leg come in front and let my lead leg switch to the back. We'll do it again. So it's that jab, jab, cross. And I'm stepping forward when I throw that cross. Face the camera here. See from this perspective. I start here with that jab, jab. As I go through the cross, I lean forward, now I'm switching. Now I'm a southpaw. Or if I was a southpaw, now I'll be in my orthodox stance. And you're gonna throw it again from that side. So I'm gonna jab, jab, cross again. Jab, jab, cross. Jab, jab, cross. Get comfortable with that turn. So you can even step back from the bag if you want a little bit. Jab, jab. So I'm really at the end of my punch. Jab, jab, cross. And I'll switch stances on that cross shot. Jab, jab, cross. Just playing a little bit with your footwork. Getting comfortable going the other direction if you needed to. Just playing with it. Just having fun with it. Being comfortable with it. 2 more. 1 more time. Back to that double jab cross for you, whatever your dominant stance is. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Let's bring it here. Let's start it off. Once you take the right leg, gonna step back into a rear lunge, bring it forward, add a little hop to it. Rear lunge step, add a little hop. Just on the right leg for now. Hold your balance. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, keep working. Add a little hop. Good. 5. Back to the back. Good from there. Let's bring it back up. So I'm going with that 1, 2. Just turn through the hips. Extend those arms. Not worried about speed too much on this one. Really want you to make sure the bag's snapping. You got a good pace. And really turn over on the wrist. Really make sure the palms, really pronate over. It's that jab, cross, and the hands return back up to the guard as you work through. A little more than 2 minutes in this round. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Let's practice our hooks a little bit now. Incorporate them off for 1, 2. Those that jab, cross, followed by the lead hook. Just get comfortable with that. Jab, cross, hook. Left, right, left. If you're a right-handed fighter, if I was a lefty, it'd be that right, left, right. The lead hook coming from the lead hand. Make sure you really turn through the hip. I like you to pivot through that foot. So jab, cross, hook. The key things you notice as we go through that 1, 2, 3, the classic, the basic 1, 2, 3. You'll see the jab, cross. I pull back just slightly. So what I mean is the right arm definitely comes back to where you started at. There's a slight bit of a pull back when you throw the left hook. But I really want you to turn through the hips, pivot through the foot. Make sure the opposite hand stays up. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Opposite hand always comes back home as we let that hook go. Because again, I'm not the only person with a hook, not the only person with an arm. 90 seconds on that clock. You comfortable with it? As you work your quiet punch, make sure you're not hitting the side of the bag. I still want you on target towards the front of the bag where the QP is. So bring that hook right across the front. Two more. One more. Now add the rear hook for good measure. Add the rear hook as you turn through it. So be that jab, cross, lead hook, followed by the rear hook. And again, as I turn through, pivot through the hip. Turn through the hip, pivot through the foot. Opposite hand stays up when I let that hook go. Hook can face towards the ground, palm can face down rather, palm can face towards you. You can use both hooks, it's just a matter of your comfort, your preference, and also a measure of your distance. So again, it's that jab, cross, hook, hook, good. Good. Turn through, keep a good even pace. Two more. One more. I want you to add a little weave and weave to that. So you're gonna drop low into the hips, make the body make a U shape off of that last hook. So it's jab, cross, hook, hook, weave, weave as you roll. Jab, cross, hook, hook, weave, weave. Jab, cross, hook, hook, weave, weave. Good. Hold on. Now, with the left leg now, step back, rear lunge step with a little hop to it. So I step back with that left leg, go into my lunge step, come up with a little hop. Back down, and up. See the opposite arm come up? And you step out just for a little balance. Elevate up. And 3, 2, 1. Back up to it. Round 4. Pick it up there. I want to do a little shifting now. So let's get comfortable, find a rhythm first before we start shifting and pivoting our feet. Once you come back to that double jab. Two more. One more. Now bring back the cross. And we're going to pick it up from there. We'll add on to that, have a little fun with it. So it's that double jab followed by the cross. Two more. One more. Now add the hook and hook to that. So it's going to be jab, jab, cross, hook, hook. For now. Have fun with those 5. Turn it through, and I'll face the camera briefly so you can see it from this perspective. It's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook. Do it again. Hands stay up, elbow stays in. It's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook. You notice again, the palms. I like to go a little interchangeable. Palm can face the ground, palm can face towards you. Either one is a proper hook. There's just 2 different types of hooks which you can draw. It's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook. 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 2 more times. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook. 1 more. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook. And add the double jab, finish it on to that. So your left's getting a lot of love here, but that's good. Want to reset that a little bit. So it's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. I'm even taking a slight step to my left as I want to reestablish my positioning. So it's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. Keep the hands up, chin stays down, elbow stays in with that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, ha, ha. And notice when I finish that stance, that jab, I'm right back in my stance where I started at. Right, ready to roll again. So it's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. Hands come back up, elbow stay in, chin stays down. You notice a little movement with the hands? When you first start, you might keep the hands a little closer to the face. You get a bit more advanced. That's when you begin to see the lowering of the guard just slightly, a little bit more movement. We're gonna get there. The shape right now is keep conditioning, keep working your shoulders out, keep working your punches out. It's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. You can add a slight step in your quiet punches if you want. Slight step on this is positioning or pivoting. And still that double jab. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. Step over, bring it back. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. Good. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. Again, working your position. You can open yourself up a little bit more. The target is stationary, but you don't have to be if you have the space to move around a little bit. About 10 seconds on that clock, keep working through. At least give me 1 more. 1 more time, it's that jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, jab. From here, let's bring it back. I want you to start with a curtsy lunge. So my right leg's gonna step back at an angle. Front leg's gonna stay forward and straight. I'm gonna curtsy. I'm gonna bring it forward. I'm gonna go right into a squat. I'm gonna take it across, switch to the other side. I'll step a little bit more to the frame. Curtsy over to the other side, squat down, step forward, squat. So curtsy, squat, lunge, curtsy, lunge, step forward, squat, swing to the other side. Step forward, one more time. And forward, good. Pedal them around as we work through it. And start to move a little bit. So what I want to see from here, I want you to start with that jab cross. That 1, 2, jab cross. 1, 2, jab cross. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Pick it up a little bit now. We have a bag we can work a little faster on. Just give me that 1, 2. Nice consistent pace. You hear the difference? You see a bit more movement. Keep turning through. All right, a little head movement. A little bit. A little up, a little down. Turn through. And 3, and 2, and 1. So have a little bit more of a sweat now going. We can pick it up a little bit. We're going for that jab, cross. We're going to pivot and the foot placement. When I say pivot, we're going to go from being a bit more squared in front of our target. We're going to step out towards my right side in one motion. We're going to move a little diamond cut. The feet going to slide to the side. We're going to change my stance on the bag. So it's going to be a jab, cross. As I bring the cross back, I'm going to pivot off to the side and let the hook go from this perspective. So it's not quite a cross step because I'm not stepping over, but I'm going to shift my movement with a little diamond cut, a little jump cut right to the side, and let the hook go. So it's going to be that jab, cross, shift the feet, diamond cut, and let the hook go from there. Right shoulder to the side of the bag. Jab, cross, step it over, bang, bring it back. So it's jab, cross, shift the feet, hands stay up in proper position, elbows stay in, turn through, connect towards the front, then I can work my way back to a center. So it's just a quick pivot turn, and I'm back to center if I want to be. But again, jab, cross, pivot off to the side, bang. Right there and turn through. 90 seconds on this clock. Keep working on that. Jab, cross, to the side, bang. Jab, cross. 2 more. Jab, cross, twist the feet, bring it back, measure. You can measure a little bit if you want. That's when the jab arm comes out. And again, as I talk, please keep working. You can measure a little bit, just a little bit. You don't hold it out there the entire time, but you can reestablish your distance. Without throwing the punch, opposite hand stays up in proper defensive position. Lead hand kind of probes out. Make sure I'm at the right distance again to fire off again with that jab, cross, shift the feet. And when I shift the feet again, I stay in proper stance. So my feet are still as wide as my shoulders. Right leg step, left leg step in conjunction. I'm just gonna shift over to the side. Little diamond cut, little jump cut if you will. Different terminology for it, but the premise is the same. Still getting off to the side, establishing that new angle over towards where the pockets are. So jab, cross, sabaki, bang, off to the side. Brains come back in. I'll measure again. Be comfortable with it. Measure. 2 more. 1 more time. Good. I want to bring it back again to that curtsy lunge. I want to step over to the side, hit that curtsy, step forward, squat down, swing it over to the other side. Curtsy, step forward, down. Good. Step over, forward. Nice work. Get that leg out a little bit more to the side. Back and squat. Curtsy lunge, step forward, front squat, to the side, curtsy lunge, step forward, front squat. Last round. Work through it again. Start me off, just give me that jab cross. As you work your rhythm back in, turn through the hips. Start to pick up a little steam. Keep turning through. Elbow stay in. Keep turning the palms over. Open your toes a little bit more now. And 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go to the other side, where we can still jab, cross, and I pivot off to the other side. And let the right hook go, the rear hook rather. So I'm stepping off to my lead side a little bit this time. Same kind of positioning switch. Jab, cross, switch the angle, get off to the side. And really important is the hip and the feet placement. If I'm here, I don't want to stay in the exact same position and try to throw the hook from over here. I want to really get over to the side and get the leg out. Stay in proper boxing position and move over to the side. Jab, cross, a pivot and a switch of the pivot, and let the hook go from the side angle. So it's that jab, cross. 2 more. Measure again. Roll with it. 1 time. Jab, cross. So the back leg leaves me a little bit. Like really legs move in conjunction. When I'm over to the side, I want to get my foot, instead of being inside of the other person's lead foot, I want to get to the outside of their lead foot. Be off to the side angle. So let that right hand go. Or that rear hand. Just 1 more. So jab, cross, to the side. Measure again. Measure again. Take me back to the top now. 5, that double jab. 2 more. 1 more. Bring the rear hand to that now. So we're gonna go for that double jab, double cross. A little bit of head movement. Elbows come back in. Chin stays down. Double up on the shot. More for the conditioning aspect. Get your shoulders used to throwing this many punches. Less than a minute left in this round. 2 more. 1 more. We're gonna add to that now a little bit. We're gonna go double jab, double cross, uppercut, uppercut. As I go for the uppercut, I'm turning in, turn in. What I mean by turn in is elbow stay in. I lean a little bit to the lead side, let the toe, the back foot dig into the ground. Chin stays down, right up the middle, right up the middle. Double jab, double cross, up and up. When I go to uppercut, I don't want to hit the bottom of the bag. I want to aim towards the QP. Just give me a few more. 1 more. Last 10 seconds, just swing your toes. Nice and quick. Extend your arms. Chin stays down. Keep running through. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Not a bad day's work as you roll with us. Once again, I'm your host and instructor, Rich Joey Robinson, with a little play, a little fun on the quiet punch. Just get your sweat going, get you moving, get you shaking. You need a little bit more work, go back to the video vault, check another video from Brian, from Jess. Look into the entire Quiet Punch video library. TryToPunch.com, QuietPunch.com. Hashtag us Quiet Punch, Try to Punch. Show us how you work at home, in your office space, wherever your Quiet Punch is. Thank you again for tuning in. Till the next time, peace.